my loves, and welcome to the Carter Love Talk Show. My goodness, I'm gonna get our girly in here. Let me see. I'm gonna get our girly in here, and we are gonna go. We're gonna get it started. I'm gonna see if she messaged me on here. Let's go big. Let's go big in live. And then, so we are not discarding this video. We're going to, my goodness, it's hot. I'm hot. All right, let's see. I'm going to get her here. Invite her to. Ah. Is it doing? Is it going? 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 There it is.
Hello.
Hello, my love.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are
Blessed
you?
and highly favored.
Yes, baby.
So cute.
Oh my goodness. I feel like it's been a while. I'm glad to have you here.
Nice to meet you, girl. We've been chatting this for a minute. Oh.
Yes, this is awesome. All right. So I have been very inspired. Like, the more we get to know each other, the more I've learned about you and your resilience
Mhm.
and how you transition through different things in life. And just knowing that you were you played overseas, correct?
Yes.
Basketball. And
Yes.
now you're coaching
Yes.
and you're modeling and you're standing up for the tall girlies, okay? Putting them, I mean, y'all been on the map, but baby, okay, you letting them know that we got a club,
A
okay?
club,
And
yes.
it's amazing. It's amazing. And so I was like, I have
Thank you.
to, she got to come on and talk to us, okay? So I have some questions about like just those transitions and you know how your self-care had to transition, you know what I mean, like when we go through different chapters in our life, our self-care transitions, the way we move, the life lessons to be applied, and all the things. And so I'm just excited to hear your story and for all of us to learn from that, you know.
Okay, for sure. Let's do it. Let's get started. Let's get
Yes.
cracking.
So like what's the biggest shift you've had to make when transitioning from being professional, traveling overseas
Yeah.
to now mentoring youth and like staying in one place?
Ooh, girl, that's a good question. The biggest shift is not one thing; it's multiple. Um, Probably the biggest one was coming to the real world because when you overseas for 8 months every year, it's like that's what you're used to. Used to being by yourself, used to being isolated, um, and you hoop. And for me, I travel as much as possible. And like that's pretty much it. Like you don't pay no bills, you ain't pay all you pay for maybe is your food, if that. Sometimes they give you meals or like extra money to get groceries.
Yeah.
Sometimes they give you a car, but like I didn't have to pay for anything. So after retiring from overseas, first off, the word retire scared me because I was like,
Yeah.
I can't say that. Like this has been my life. Right after college, so I went to college in Florida. Right after college, I went home for a few months and went straight overseas. And for the
Yeah.
next 4 years, I was there. And I came home in the summer for a few months. But when I decided, like, okay, this is it. This is my last year. It's time for me to get started in my career and stuff. It was the scariest decision I ever made in my life because
Yeah.
I love basketball so much. And once I got to, okay, I'm done. I told my agent I'm done. He's like, are you sure? I was like, yeah. Unless there's like, short contracts. But then I was like, no, 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 I'm done. I'm done. It was difficult the first few months
Yeah.
trying to get a job and all of that. Like, I have my master's in psychology, so I'm not like
Yeah.
horrible. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not that off, but
Yeah.
still finding a job, searching for a job, a car, like so many things are just like I gotta really be an adult. And
Yes.
so yeah, it was difficult. But I'd say that, and then getting used to being around people all the time, because I'm used to being by myself. So I developed some type of social anxiety.
Yeah,
Most
yeah.
of the time, most Ubers, they're not gonna talk about it, but they know what I'm talking about, because when you come home after being gone for 8 months, everybody's like, "Oh, hey, what you doing? Where you go? Come over here. You got to see Auntie so and so. You got to see your friend. Come to my birthday. You missed this. Oh my gosh, you need to sew. She's so tall. Come see her." And I'm just like, "Oh no."
Yeah.
So when I found myself going to these like Heisman, like,
Give
ugh,
it
when I
to
when I found
me.
myself going to these like family gatherings or like brunches or dinners and stuff with friends, I would end up hiding, like locking
Yeah.
myself in the car and saying like, "I'll be back in like 5 minutes." And I end up staying there for 30.
Yeah. Yeah.
People text me like, "You good?
Yeah.
Did you leave?" Like, no, I need a
Yeah.
woosah.
Yeah.
So it was
Yeah, but it's good that
difficult.
you took that space. You gave yourself what you needed. You know what I mean? Because some people they would just endure it and they be sitting there like this.
Girl, I know if I did it, I would crash out if I did. Get off me!
Yeah,
Get move!
flashing on everybody. They happy to see you, but they ain't gonna be happy no more. Okay?
I was like, I can't take it. Please get out my face. Please get out
My
my. I love you.
goodness.
Get out my face.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the most difficult part for sure.
Yes. So, how did you come to that decision? Because, like you said, that was a big decision to make to say, I'm retiring.
Yes, girl. um, I decided. Okay, so people always ask me, Lala, when are you going to retire, or how long are you going to play basketball? Most people say, "Oh, I'm going to play until I can't play anymore," or "I'm going to play as much as I can. I'm going to play until I'm 35. I'm going to play until I want to have kids, whatever." My answer to that is, I'm going to play until I'm
Yeah.
satisfied. So I decided I was satisfied with playing overseas when it came to my head, like, I'm tired of playing catch up. I'm tired of being stagnant because I can't build a life for me in America, because my life in America is on pause when I'm
Got
in
you.
Europe.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm 28 years old. I need to do a lot of things. And when I try to build in the summer, it just doesn't happen. I can't find a job that, lasts long enough. I have to get like temperament jobs, nobody, or seasonal jobs. Nobody wants to hire somebody that's going to be here for two months.
Yeah.
So I can't get a serious like counseling job because they want you there long term. So I
Exactly.
respect
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
and even if I did something online, the time difference, 10-hour difference, 12
Yeah.
hour difference. When it's 10 a.m., it's 10 p.m. where I am. So it's either I don't get any sleep and I still have to perform to my best ability, or I just have to deal with what I got and make ends meet. And so that's what I did. And when I was overseas, I saved money. I also spent a lot of money. I traveled a lot, and I don't regret nothing.
Okay.
Um, yeah, but when it was time to come home, I was like, I have things to do. I have a purpose. I want to get my PhD in sports psychology. Um, I want to help my community. I want to help younger girls. I want to bring together women's basketball and girls basketball and support each other. I want to start modeling. Like, I have all these things I want to do. It's impossible to get done while I'm over there. So
Exactly.
I was like, you
Exactly.
know what? It's
Yeah.
time. And I kind of just like, it kind of got old to me. Like, overseas is overseas everywhere. Like, it's gonna be the same. You're LeBron James. They're gonna give you the ball. You need to score. They're gonna depend on you for everything. After that, it's just like, you get what you want. You can travel where you want, but I can travel whenever. I don't
Yeah.
have to be overseas for 8 months. And then
Yeah.
another thing, my family. I'm so close to my family. My nieces, my nephews. They're growing. They're babies. And like I said, I was in college for 6 years.
Yeah.
I got my master's in Florida. I came home for a few months, left again.
Yeah.
So technically, I've been gone away from home for
Yeah.
10 years,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I see them grow, periodically. But I want to be there and watch them. I want to go to their
Exactly.
graduations. I want to,
Yes.
be able to touch them and say, "Hi, Auntie
Yes.
here," instead of
Yes.
talking through a phone screen all the time. It's really hard. So, and then leaving them was always hard as
Yeah.
well. So yeah, I was like, oh yeah, it's by that
Yeah.
time. By the time,
Yeah.
if
You're
I
like,
want
it's
to go
time.
back, I could. I could go back if I wanted to, because I'm a post player, because I'm 6'3", and it's
Her
like
shit
rare to have a post
good is
player.
what she said.
If
Okay.
I wanted to, I could. If I wanted to, I
Yes.
could. Yeah, but I think it's better for me to stay here to build my life in America.
Yeah.
And when it's time for me to go overseas, like, cause I play basketball overseas to hoop, yes, but also to travel the world for free
Yeah.
and do what I love to do. And I
Yeah.
tell people that all the time. And I did that a lot. I was able to visit 8 countries, 9 countries in 4 years. So
Oh.
I feel pretty accomplished, and I can always go
Yeah.
back, just not for free this time.
Yeah, that's
So yeah,
awesome. That's so awesome. Yeah, I did see that. I seen that video where you were showing the different places you've been. That's amazing. But like you said, I'm grateful that you retired because, like I said, just like meeting you and like the just sharing, like I like it's awareness. Like I do understand. I've had friends who are tall who are like, it's so hard for me. It's so hard. You know what I mean? But they don't go into like the detail. Like, and your content like shares that, but also it's just like there's like also like how you talk about how like hoopers like yeah, I can look cute too, like I'm not just this hooper girl, like you
I
know
can
what I
do
mean.
both. I can
And
do
so like with
both.
the modeling and everything and how you like you said you hit the ground running in the modeling, like you did you said I'm thinking about being a model, and then boom, like gig after gig, you got shoot after
Right.
shoot. Yes. I was like
You
yes.
have to model to
So
really swear.
yes,
Yeah.
it's inspiring, and then even just like our little poetry exchange, you know what I mean? Even that has just been inspiring. Because yes, I was doing poetry and I wrote my book, but like it was something about sharing it with another woman and having that empowering feedback coming back, and like, oh, you could do more. Okay, I'm gonna do more. Don't tell me right. You gotta tell me twice, baby. I'm on it.
And you were. And you
Okay.
were. Yes.
So I'm grateful that you decided to retire. And like I said, there's so much, like you said, you want to do as far as empowering other women and empowering the youth. And I see that already. So I'm excited to see how you continue to build on that. It's very inspirational. So how has your professional experience shaped the way you teach, the way you coach like
Ooh.
other athletes?
Because I can say, I played at every level. Um, I think the biggest thing, and because also I got my master's in psychology, mental health is extremely important. And so one thing I always want to involve in coaching is not only coaching but teaching.
Hmm.
Whether that's basketball or whether that's mental health or how to get over an injury or mobility, how to do prehab before or so you don't get hurt, and telling girls that these injuries women are most prone to because of our hips, like ACL tears, and like I tore both my ACLs, and like I'm a walking testimony for a lot of people because
Yes.
sometimes you get hurt one time, it's like, dang, my life is over, but really it's not. If you had
Yeah.
that mental, if you were there mentally, like strong enough, you could go as far as you want
Yeah.
to. And so I kind of have to coach myself up, and of course God has a big part of that. And I instead of seeing myself hurt, I saw myself healed,
Yes.
and that was that was excuse me, that was the biggest thing that got me through my injuries,
Yes.
and it still to this day, because I was able to surpass that, I feel like I can take on the world. There's nothing in this world that can
Yeah.
stop me. I've been through the
Yes.
pain, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. I've been through all that, and I succeeded. So anything
Exactly.
else that comes that confronts itself to me that seems like a conflict or a mountain or a hill, I'm just hop over
Yeah.
it. That's just how I
Yes.
see life. Yeah.
Yes. And I'm loving. I didn't know that you had your master's in psychology.
Yes.
That is amazing. That is so amazing to me. So congratulations to you.
Thank you.
That's so awesome. So you said you want to expand that to sports psychology.
Mm-hmm.
So how does that work? Like would you have to just like are you already working on that, or is that something that you
Um,
still
so I'm not working on it yet, because I just retired. I'm getting like
Yeah.
accustomed to lifestyle, how people read the regular people be living. Trying to
Yes.
get used to that. But I give myself like a grace period. Give myself like a year just to cool off, see how things are. I have a well-paying job as a school psychologist. Like things are good. Like financially, mentally, emotionally, everything cool. But I still wanted to give myself that break and not hop right into it
Exactly.
because so much of my focus is just gonna go straight to that, and I have to dedicate a lot of my
Yeah.
time to that. So in the meantime, I'm networking, I'm building friendships, relationships, whatever, and I'm trying to be in the community. I'm trying to help young girls. I'm trying to help women get to where they need to be. So
Yes.
a lot of people come to me and they ask me like, "Oh, what agency should I go for?" or "Do you have any advice for going overseas or this and that?" And I'm just like, "Yes, I can help you. I can show you. If I don't know the answer, I'll find somebody that does."
Yes.
So I just want to be the person that I needed when I was younger,
Exactly.
and I say that a
Exactly.
lot, but it's so
No,
true
for
because going,
real, it is. Yeah.
yeah, going overseas, like I would ask DM people, and it's funny because nowadays I would DM like WNBA players just to see if they would answer. Like, why not? Or like professional players that are not in the WNBA yet or whatever. And I copy and paste. Like, hi, my name is
Yeah.
Lala. I this and that. Like, this is my film. Do you know what agency I should go to? Do you have any recommendations? Some people didn't get back. Some people did. Some people got back years later, but didn't know that I was the girl who hit them up. They didn't find out until they DM me. It's like, oh, hey, girl, the address is here to the gym. And I was like, hey, did you scroll up and see that 3 years ago I hit you up and asked you
Yeah.
something? And you never responded to my message? So like, oh my God, I'm sorry, I don't be reading those. I'm like, it's okay. I'm going to do it. I'll be the
Yeah.
person to read those. So
Yes.
anybody that has questions about basketball, psychology, mental health, sports, exercise, mobility, things like that, I'm still working on myself. But if I don't know the answer, I'll find somebody that does.
Exactly, exactly. And as we work on ourselves, and like you said, with your background, but also with your experience in life, you like learn those lessons, you apply them, so you still like whether you're still learning or not, we always gonna be learning. But there was always something we can give to other people. So that's amazing that that is a passion of yours, you know. And that kind of goes into the next thing is like your self care. How has your self care changed now than it was overseas, you know? What's the biggest difference?
Mm. Honestly, it was better overseas. Not gonna lie to you,
You say you
because I
it
didn't.
was better?
It was better
Yeah.
overseas. When it
Yeah.
comes to like physically, yes, because my job is to be an athlete,
Yeah.
and I have to stay up to a certain, I guess, like keep up with a certain like stature or physical, fitness and stuff. And there wasn't much to do overseas, so all I did was work out sometimes 3 times a
Yeah.
day, and I worked on mobility, and I ate really good because, and the food is fresher out there. There's no
Yeah.
GMOs. Like it's a lot of things out there that's just like so much easier to
Mhm.
live healthier,
Mhm.
and that's why they ain't got no obese people. They ain't got no fat people overseas. They all walk. I come to America and I see people in hover rounds in Walmart. And I'm just like, man, you know you can walk, bro. You just lazy. So it's just
Yeah.
like seeing like it's honestly okay. I was in a culture shock many times going overseas seeing things, but coming back to America was like another culture shock because I was so used to that culture.
Yeah.
But like realizing that there is a drive through on every corner, that there's so many like, snacks that are not good for you. You go to gas stations overseas, they have sandwiches, they have fruit, they have a whole bunch of bread, but like they're healthy,
Yeah.
and they eat healthy. And it's like sometimes when I first got out there, I was like, okay, this food is not seasoned, but honestly, they actually eat the meat for the taste of the meat, like,
Exactly.
so I got used
Exactly.
to it. Then when I came out here back home, I'm like, this food's salty. Now I see why, because I've had teammates when I was in college that were from overseas, and they didn't like our food. I did. Sorry about that. I
Okay. I was like,
didn't.
what happened?
But yeah, so I basically realized like America is not a good place when it comes to like dieting, and it's just so much harder for us.
Yeah.
And so I was in way better shape um overseas. I didn't have any distractions. And I was able to focus on myself, my mental health, and I spent a lot of time by myself. Here it's like people pulling you left to right. Can you do
Yeah.
this for me? Can you help me with this? Can you answer this question? I'm just like, can I enjoy my rent? Like,
Yeah.
like what? So yeah, I would say it was better then, but it's not hard to get back to where I was. It's
Yeah.
just having that discipline.
Yeah.
and having that tunnel vision for myself
Yeah.
and blocking everybody out that does that kind of like distracts me from getting to where I wanna be for my goals. So I'm getting there just like slower. If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. I understand that too, cuz like I feel like last year I really like hit the ground running with my modeling career, getting more connected and networking in Sacramento and things. And so I treated myself like that. Like, okay, like your body, your image is your job. So you need to take care of it. But this the beginning of this year, I was like, okay, we need to rewind and set the foundation so that you could actually really build on this successfully. And so I feel like I've kind of slowed down on that. And so I had to pick that back up because I'm like, I'm still a model. I need to do this other stuff. So I need to take
Yes.
care of myself. So when those photo shoots come in and I get booked, I need to be ready to go and not be like,
Yes.
oh, let me lose a couple of pounds first.
Yeah, yeah. And you
Yeah.
you got kids. Like so you hello? Like it's not easy, and the fact that you could still like do that is amazing. Because a lot of people kind of give up after one kid. They be like, "Girl, I had a kid, girl. It is what it is. Like it barely is what it is. Just here, take it." Like, but you're like,
Yeah.
no, like I want to get to where I want to be, and you rock it every single time. So I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
You're
Yes. What is your favorite self-care thing to do? Like your favorite way to take care of you?
welcome. Get my nails done, get a wax, get my hair done, all of that. That's like I do that probably once a month. My nail I do maybe
Mhm.
twice a month sometimes, but like that and then get some ramen. But also like spending time by myself. I love to go to the beach. I love art. I love poetry.
Yes.
So doing those things, anything pretty much I have to do by myself, I love it.
Hmm.
That's like
Yes.
self care to me. And also going to see my family. I always feel rejuvenated when I come back home. When I come back here, um, just energized and just happy to have them as like a support system. So shout out to them.
Yes. Shout out to them. I know I love seeing your little videos with like your niece and stuff.
Those are
It's so
my besties. I love
cute.
them. Those are my babies.
Yes, I love it. I love it so much. Well, that's so awesome. I wanted to ask before we close out, because you know me, I always like to close out with affirmations. And so I wanted to ask if there's a special affirmation or quote that you like to share or that pulls you through, um, so that, you know, we can share that with the viewers. And if
Yeah.
there's anything else you want to announce, like anything, events or something you have coming up, that like this is the time.
Okay. Okay. So yes, I do have a quote. Something I learned when I was playing in Slovakia. I think in 2022. One of my teammates told me, "Control what you can control." And that right there spoke volumes to me because I was the type to stress over something that I had no control over, even though it did have something to do with me.
Mhm.
For example, if I'm leaving one team and looking for another team to pick me up, and nobody's answering in the time that I expect them to answer. So I'm kind of having negative thoughts like, dang, am I going to go home? Am I, all these negative thoughts and stressing myself out. And saying the words control what you can control just simply reminds me that I have no control over it. I'm going to give it to God. I'm going to cast my
Yes.
cares to Him. And I'm just going to live my life. And everything else that I can control, I'm going to control that. But I can control my mind. I can control my body. I can control what I do to prepare to go to the next country or
Exactly.
go to the next step. So that's what I was able to do. And I saw the world in a whole new light
Yeah.
after that. Because if you are brought situations that you have no control over and you're stressing yourself out, it's going to do nothing but deteriorate your mind and
Yes.
your body. And
Yes.
and people around you as well. Like you might not be able to control the negativity that people are saying to you, but you can control you listening to it.
Yes.
You can control yourself accepting it or being involved with a certain conversation. I started telling people no. That's another thing. It's
Yeah.
not a quote, but it's a word, no. Like tell
Yes.
people no, and
Yes.
you don't have to have a reason. Hey, you want to come out with
Yes.
us? You always come out
That
with us on
part.
Thursdays. Nah, I'm good. Why? I'm good. That's it. That's
Like
it. I don't because
no
look when you meet
explanation
people.
necessary at
Because once you give
all.
people decisions or reasons, they're gonna be like they're gonna find an excuse like, oh, why
Yep.
can't you come? Oh, I don't feel good. Oh, girl, I'm gonna get you some medicine. You need some help. No. Then you gotta come up with another like, why you ain't gotta lie,
Yeah.
baby. Tell them you don't want to go. I'm good. I don't want to go.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly.
And I don't owe you an
Exactly.
explanation. Family too. Your mama too. Tell her,
Yes.
hi, mom.
Everybody.
I love you. Oh, why don't want to come see me? Just I don't want to. Why? Something wrong with you? Yeah, like my mom's not like that, but I know other
No,
moms
yeah.
are like that. My mom
For
gets
real.
me. Yeah, my
Yeah.
mom understands. Cause I'm the type that'll be like, if I don't talk to her for a minute, she'll like text me like, I love you. Like I love you too. Like that's her checking in on me. Like, hey, I know you ain't talked to me
Yeah.
yet, but let me just put myself out there.
Yes.
Like I'm thinking about you. So I'll come to her and I'll call her. And like I called her the other day. First thing she said was, "You okay?" I was like, "Yes, mom." She was like, "Okay." Like I knew you was going through something, girl, but I knew you was gonna come around. I was like, "Yeah, I'm good. I got you some space." She's like, I know my child." I was like, "I love you, girl. You my girl." But yeah, she understands that. But
Yes.
not everybody's parents are as understanding. So just
Yes.
tell people
Yes.
no. Tell them no.
Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, like those, like you said, those are
Yeah.
weightlifters right there.
Yep.
They lift weights off of you, and they also open up the door for you to be you and be honest with you and be like you said, when you say, okay, I'm only going to worry about what's in my control, what I have power over. Now you can breathe and be less stressed. Because
Yeah.
the reality is, like you said, if you don't have no control over it, why are you stressing about it? And saying no, that one is powerful, baby. It's like it reassures you of your worth. It gives you your time back. It's like a really good boundary to have. So
That holds
that
a
is
lot of power.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Because
Yes.
people
Yes.
worried about too much about being nice nowadays
Mm-hmm.
and sheltering people and hiding your feelings. Like tell people how you really feel. Don't sugarcoat
Yes.
anything. Like, I respect you more if you tell me exactly how you feel instead of like, oh, I don't really like. I wasn't really feeling that for you. Like, no, tell me, girl, that dress is ugly. I don't like it. And that
Period.
don't mean I'm not gonna wear it. That just means that's how you feel. I might be like, okay, you don't like it. I
Exactly.
think this. I love it, baby, and I'm gonna wear it. It is what it
Exactly.
is. But I still love you.
Exactly.
We still cool. But like, be real with me.
Exactly.
Just be
Exactly.
real.
That's what I tell people all the time. I need you to be clear, direct, and honest, like straight up. And I had to learn that myself because I thought I was helping people by leaving things out, trying to protect them. And I'm like, no, baby, you're enabling them. Stop doing that.
Yeah.
Be honest with them. If they can't take it, that's a them
Yeah.
problem. They need to know these facts.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people will tell me like, I not a lot of people. A couple people have told me like, I'll, when I want to hear the truth, I'm gonna come to you. If I don't want to hear the truth, I'm not coming to you. Like, please don't.
Look, please don't, because I'm
I'm
always
not
gonna
gonna
tell you, baby.
lie. Please don't. Please don't come to me. I'm gonna hurt your feelings. But I'll rather somebody hurt my feelings, tell me the truth, than for you
Exactly.
to act like something else and then go behind my back and tell somebody else, oh, she said this, but I just said that to make her feel good. You call yourself a
Yeah.
like
Because it doesn't come from malice or hate, like, you know what I mean? It's not hateful when you're being honest. And I think a lot of people, they've attached that negativity to honesty,
yep.
to give themselves the excuse to justify lying, to justify sugarcoating, watering shit down. We're not doing that, baby.
Yeah. Don't worry about it, baby.
Don't worry about it, baby. We're not
Yeah,
gonna do that over here, baby. Don't come
gossip
over
is a is
here
a is a
expecting
social
lies.
norm now.
Yeah,
It's
it
really a
is.
social norm.
But it makes us lie to ourselves too, though.
Yeah. Oh
You know what I
yes,
mean?
yes.
It makes us lie. It makes it like we justify lying to ourselves and putting ourselves down
Yeah.
and hiding parts of ourselves and shrinking ourselves. We justify all of that because it's normal. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
And like I said, for me, I had to learn to be very honest with myself and with others because I was shrinking myself entirely too much. And that's why this is the year of being unleashed and elevated, because like last year, baby, like it was my rebirth year, and this is unleashed and elevated. So no more of that shrinking shit,
No
okay?
more.
We big, beautiful, and bold over here.
Yeah. I love that.
All right. Well, I'm so glad to have had you here. I can't wait to do more. I can't can't wait to connect with you more in the future. Girl, I'm gonna be messaging you because we got some things to do. Okay, we got some elevation to happen. But I'm gonna close out. You guys, thank you so much for watching the Carter Love Talk Show. I love, love, love having you guys here. As always, remember that you are worthy, 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 worthy always. You're worthy of taking space. It's okay to take space. You're worthy of saying no, and only handling the things that are in your control. You are worthy of success. I don't care how long it takes you to get where you're trying to go. You are worthy of success. You are. You are worthy of unconditional self-care and unconditional self-love. Whatever that looks like for you, baby, you are worthy of it. Okay? Until next time, my
I love
loves.
all them gems. You just
Bye-bye.
dropped all them gems. Bye
Bye.
bye.